Situational awareness is an important concept for your safety and self defense. And there are a lot of different resources that you can learn from to better your situational awareness. One is at enjoylifesafely.com. Sign up for the newsletter. You'll immediately get a PDF guide on situational awareness and a video series to help you with situational awareness as well. But just being aware is not enough. We need to know what to be aware of. And one of the important concepts that you should incorporate into your situational awareness training is recognizing and knowing baselines. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome to Coffee with Alain. I got Minnie Mouse with me here today, having some coffee with me. Hope you're having your favorite beverage and your morning is starting out fantastic. We're going to talk a little bit about situational awareness and baselines. Before we do, I want to thank everyone who comments, sends me emails about the newsletter, shares things. Appreciate all of you. Appreciate when you watch on the replays or listen to the podcast. All of you are very much appreciated. And I hope you'll help me in getting this out to more and more people. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Vicky. Glad to see both of you here today. So what do I mean by baseline? It's a simple concept that we really need to incorporate into our daily activities so we can recognize things that deviate from the baseline that could be potential threats. And the baseline is what is normal for where you're at. What are normal behaviors? What are normal and appropriate ways to dress? And so forth. I mean, the baseline at a Metallica concert is going to be different than the baseline at church on Sunday morning, unless you grew up in different churches than I went to as a kid. Okay. What is appropriate behavior and attire and objects and different things? What is normal for that area and situation? I mean, a Ren Fair conference or whatever they call those, a gathering, they're things where they're walking around with swords and battle axes and things. That's normal for that situation, but walking around with swords and battle axes and different weapons might not be normal for a different location and place. So we just need to know what is normal and appropriate for an area and for people to have. That's your baseline. Then when something deviates from the baseline, that's where we pay a little closer attention. Maybe go into orange, our levels of awareness. If you don't know those levels, check some of my other videos or go to enjoylifesafely.com and sign up, because that's in those video courses and the guide that you get free when you do that. But we go from our ordinary yellow to orange because we've seen something deviate from the baseline. And then we pay closer attention to assess whether it is a threat or not, and if we need to take specific actions to keep ourselves safe. Hot summer day, everybody's wearing shorts and t-shirts, and all of a sudden somebody shows up with a big old trench coat, hiding something. That's not normal, right? If everybody else is shorts and t-shirts and flip-flops, and this guy shows up in combat boots, tactical pants, and a big trench coat that you can see sort of something hidden under it, that's deviating from the baseline. You want to pay a little closer attention. It might be nothing. It might not be a threat, but it might be. And so we're going to pay closer attention and make sure and keep ourselves safe. Going to say good morning to Dixon. Dixon says, got to watch out for deviants. Yes, we do. And deviants deviate from the baseline, correct? A bunch of normal people doing their thing. People are doing deviant acts. That's not normal. That's deviating from the baseline of what's appropriate. We need to be careful from them. Dixon likes to play on words, and I know some of his comments will always do that. Appreciate it, Dixon. Glad you showed up this morning. So that's just a simple thing to start incorporating into your situational awareness. Everybody, myself included, say, be situationally aware. That's a key to safety, key to self-defense. It is. But we have to go a step further and start looking for what we're being aware of and when we need to take actions based on being aware of things. And one of the big ones are things that deviate from the baseline of what's normal. Normal behavior, normal dress, normal, whatever for that situation. And just pay closer attention to things that stick out. Assess whether there needs to be additional actions taken by you to keep you and those you care about safe. That's just a simple little safety tip I wanted to provide this morning. Hope you'll start thinking about that a little bit. When you're at the mall, what's baseline behavior? What's normal for being at the mall? When you're at church, what's normal for being at church? When you're at a school activity, what's normal for being there? You're at a football game. That's going to be a little bit different school behavior if you're at a university football game than if you're at maybe a university concert, a band concert or something like that, right? Going to be a different crowd, different dress, different behaviors. What's normal? So wherever you're at, you sort of want to know what your normal baselines are. And then when you're paying attention to what's going on around you, not being paranoid, just paying attention, seeing good things, seeing potential bad, which often are things that deviate from what's normal. And then we take the appropriate steps to keep ourselves safe. That might be just leaving. If you think something's not quite right here, one of the best things you can do, leave. Report it to the appropriate people so they can go investigate it. If it's not your job to assess and investigate a potential threat, leave. Let the people that are paid to do that and are better trained and better equipped with the right tools to go do that. You keep yourself and your family and your loved ones safe. Jay says good points. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate the comment. That's what I wanted to share this morning. Simple little lesson, but an extremely important one for keeping ourselves safe. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going a little bit earlier than normal because I have a Reflex Protect user class starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow. And I got to be over there by probably 7:30 to get set up and make sure everything's right. And it's here in Missoula, so I'm not traveling far. So I will be doing Coffee with Alain. It's just going to be earlier before I head over and do the Reflex Protect training. If you have not signed up for that newsletter, go do it right now. Get those resources on situational awareness. It'll just help with the lesson I just did today. Appreciate all of you. Go make it a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you a little bit earlier tomorrow.